I'm Ashton Floyd from Denver City, Texas, and I had the Grand Champion Market Steer in 2022 at the Arizona National Livestock Show. I've been showing livestock since I was 3 years old. My dad had me on a pig. I was actually in the barn when I was a month old, inherited it really. My dad showed steers, my aunt showed steers, my mom showed pigs, my grandpa showed steers, so there was really no way around it. I was always gonna be in the livestock industry. I switched to steers, really I never switched to steers. My dad has raised show steers. It was just because I was too little to hold the halter. I wanted to be in the show ring. I was always extremely competitive. When I was in kindergarten, I started showing mini Herefords, and I loved it. And I got mad at my dad that I didn't show earlier because I wanted to do it so much. I have a big lucky charm. It's my grandpa's golden necklace. I have never walked into the show ring without that thing in my pocket. It's been through rough times, amazing times, and that is definitely my lucky charm. The steer I won with, his name was Kiss, like the rock band. His face was pretty unique. He was my barn buddy. We would go in the back pen back there and I'd fall asleep on him, eat my snacks and play on my phone. And he'd just sit there and have his head on my stomach, and he was, my steer definitely was a little cocky. He knew he was bigger than me, but I felt like he always protected me. Like, I never once felt unsafe with him. We just had such a connection. I mean, he knew I loved him and I knew he loved me, and we just worked so well together. So I was definitely nervous going into the show, but my friend was right behind me. Elizabeth Norwood, she actually won the heifer show and reserved the steer show right behind me. Me and her, kind of just stuck together, and we were watching out for each other. But once I got in, it was like total lockdown. I was staring at the judge and, kind of making my steer's ears come up. I was making noises, and it was game time, so I just blocked everything out. Well, I knew that anything was possible, and like I said, I'm always nervous when I go into the show ring. I mean, because you never know if your steer doesn't want to cooperate, maybe you don't want to cooperate, there's so much things that could happen. But, I just always try to trust in God and know that everything is in His hands, and I let Him go with the flow. So I was walking in and he was kind of getting a little scared, so I was talking to him, trying to get his ears, hey. We walked in, it was kind of, a little packed in there, but I set him up and I just kept talking to him, scratching him, just trying to keep him calm and, still looking at the judge, and I'm so proud of him. Like, it was so crazy in there, and he acted so well for me. One thing we always do before the show is we say a little prayer, and my dad always says, "I love you, you'll do good. I love you, you'll do good." Something he always says, and my mom is there cheering me on with her little camera and her phone, and it's always a good environment before we go into the ring, even though it's really stressful, but we realize whatever happens, happens. I'm Ashton Floyd, and I'm from Denver City, Texas, and I had the Grand Champion Market Steer in the year 2022 at the Arizona National Livestock Show.